What's up, boys? S1K DK back with another video. Today I'm going to teach you how to ride a motorcycle. I know it's a little bit different from what I usually do, but my S1000 is getting ceramic coated right now, and I kind of want to do another how-to video, or like a little tutorial kind of video. So the first thing that you do, say you got your first bike, I recommend a 300 or a 125 for your very first bike if you have no familiarity with dirt bikes or anything like that, right? So there's a video on my YouTube channel that what are the best starter bikes for you. Anyways, say you already have one, you bought one, or you're just looking to kind of get some knowledge. This is a Honda Gram. It's a 125. It's perfect for stuff like this. You're going to want to find an empty road as a car passes by. I tried my best. Or a big parking lot, and in my small town there's no big parking lots. The first thing that you want to do is familiar yourself with the motorcycle. So this is the throttle right here. The front brake, that's on the right hand side of the bike. You got your rear brake, and over here you got your clutch and your shifting, right? 1 down, 5 up, neutrals in between 1 and 2. That's kind of hard to understand. I'll put a little diagram up. So you shift down for first gear, and then for the rest, like this, you shift down. And then for the rest, you shift up, right? So you want to familiar yourself with the bike. And if you start your bike, right, and it's not in neutral, you have to pull in the clutch, okay? Put it down into first gear. I know this is very scary for most people. But what you want to do at first is to slowly release the clutch. And I'm going to be quiet so you can hear it. You're going to hear it grab. Did you hear that? Did you see how the bike's moving? You want to familiar yourself with the bike grip. That's called the bite, or whatever it's called for some people. See how it's about to go? That's when you start giving it gas. So when you feel comfortable with like where the bite point is, I know mine is around right there, right? You want to give it a little bit of gas, and you slowly release the clutch. Very slowly release the clutch. At first, you're going to be very slow with it, and that's totally okay. Get up to 10 miles an hour, clutch back in to slow down, put some pressure on the front brake, and you do it all over again. You feel that? Right? So, slowly release the clutch. I see a lot of people, a lot of people, that right when it starts to go, they dump the clutch like this. See? You're gonna stall out. That even scared me, man. I don't stall out very often. But that's what happens when you start to go and you dump the clutch, right? Dumping the clutch means you fully unextend the clutch. You gotta really slowly get on it. Give it some gas. Slowly release the clutch until you're going, right? Let me turn around here. That's what you want to familiar yourself with, and keep working on that for a while, right? Keep working on that for a while. So, there's a guy looking at me over there. Say you're getting ready for that. Say you're done learning that portion, right? Slowly release, give it gas, slowly release until you're going. And you want to learn how to shift out of second gear, right? It's pretty simple. You pull in the clutch, no gas. You give it no gas, pull in the clutch, shift up, release the clutch slowly, and now you're in second gear, right? Now you are in second gear. Now you can go faster. If you don't understand gears and stuff like that, first gear is your starting gear, second gear is like, I don't know, your 25 mile per hour gear. You get used to it, right? Okay, and say you're in second gear and you want to slow down for the stop sign. You pull in the clutch and you give it brakes, right? There's other ways to do it. This is the simplest way to learn. You just pull in the clutch, give it brakes, put it back down into first gear by pressing down, and then you start all over again, right? Nice and slow, nice and easy. That's all you have to do. No gas, clutch, shift. No gas, clutch, shift. Slowly release. Right? So now I'm in third gear. This is the easiest way to learn, is to do it. And please wear gloves, helmet, pants, fucking sweatshirt. So you're at a stop sign, your blinker's right here on most bikes, a lot of bikes. Say you want to turn right. So slowly release the clutch. We're gonna wait for this car here. Say you're months ahead of me, right? A lot of people learn at different paces, guys. Remember, you're not gonna learn just like how I did right there. Like, I already know how to ride a motorcycle, okay? My girlfriend learned in about 30 minutes, but I know other people that have learned in like 5 days, okay? It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and you gotta think, right? And a lot of people, when they're going on a motorcycle, they tend to look down. Look up. Look up. You don't need to look down. Do not look down here, right? Look up. Look straight ahead. You gotta know what's coming at you at all times, okay? So say you're kind of past the learning portion, you know how to stop and go the bike. Still, you're gonna have some mess ups here and there, but you want to learn how to downshift, okay? So downshifting is the art of slowing down faster, or just downshifting in general. Especially rev matching as well. Say I'm in third gear here and want to go into second. Let go of the throttle, pull in the clutch, shift down, rev the bike, and then release. Right? That wasn't that smooth because I didn't give it enough throttle. As you can see here. See, when I pull out the clutch, the RPMs go up. That's where you want to rev to, give or take. Okay? So say I want to do that to the stop sign. First gear. That still was pretty bad. One of the hardest things to learn about motorcycles, but it's very important to learn, is counter steering. If you've rode a bicycle, you know what I'm talking about, even if you don't think you know what I'm talking about, right? So say I want to swerve to the right here, right? A lot of people go like that. They put their handlebars like that to go to the right, right? It's not how you do it on motorcycles. It's a bit weird, so bear with me here. I would recommend staying on dead roads for about a week, or whatever makes you feel comfortable, and then kind of go in public, see how you are. But anyways, say I want to go to the left here. All you have to do, it's pretty easy, let me get up to speed, is push your handlebars forward, your left handlebars forward, right? And if you want to do the same thing but you want to go on the right, you push your handlebars to the right. It's pretty weird, right? You're probably like, what the why, you know? I don't know why. It's something with science, okay? I'm not a science major, all right? I have no idea why. It's something with the balance of the motorcycle. That's all I know. But in a tight situation, and you want to turn, you need to curve to the right somewhat fast, and you mess up and you accidentally turn your handlebars the opposite direction of where you're supposed to, you're gonna go right into what you're trying to turn away from, okay? So say there's a car that came into my lane, I need to go to the left. You put pressure on the left, all right? You will get used to it. I know it's a little bit weird. There's not a whole lot else to show you guys, to be honest. Just know your limits. Don't go on group rides for the first few months. Please don't. You can maybe ride with a friend if you're comfortable, right? Please start on a 300 or maybe even a 400. And don't try to be Rossi on one of these things when you're first starting, okay? Take it nice and slow, take it nice and easy, and it will all come within time, right? It took me about, I don't know, I'd say a half a year of riding a motorcycle to really understand everything, okay? To like really understand it and feel comfortable with my motorcycle enough to the point where I can do tight maneuvers and stuff like that, okay? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope I helped somebody. Anybody would be awesome. That's my goal, is to literally just help one person. If I've helped one person achieve their goal of driving a motorcycle, I'm glad I made this video. If you guys have any tips in the comments for new people, please write them down below, okay, for new motorcycle riders. And for all my longtime viewers, I love all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new, please consider subscribing, commenting, and liking. Turn on that notification bell, and as well, for my S1000 uploads, right, my regular uploads, I know I upload every other day. It's gonna start slowing down now. Not for anything bad, right? Winter's coming up pretty soon here, about 2 months, okay? About 2 months, 2.5 months, winter's gonna be coming and I won't be able to upload on my bike. So I'm gonna slow down my uploads maybe once every 4 days, maybe 5 days, but I'm still gonna make a video every other day, okay? And it's gonna be in my files waiting to be uploaded in the winter, so I can stock up some motorcycle videos for you guys so that my channel doesn't become dead or anything like that. I hope you guys understand. I know most of you probably do. That was a lot of your guys' advice to me because I wasn't sure what to do in the winter, right? I'm still probably gonna post some snowboarding or whatever here and there just to say like, hey guys, I'm alive, you know what I'm saying? Not just some old clips of me. And I'm probably gonna upload like oil changes and like stuff that I do with my S1000 in general, maybe even a little Honda too, like how to change oil on the Honda. This thing needs an oil change. My girlfriend just needs to buy the oil. This is her bike and all that stuff. So thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers, by the way. I hit it 2 days ago. I love each and every one of you, man. That was my goal before the end of summer and we finally hit it. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. The love and support has been unreal lately. I love all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.